Good morning, everyone. I'm David Paul. I'm the Managing Director of VectorVest in the UK. And this morning, I want to have a look at the UK market. I want to have a look at the American market after yesterday. And then I have got two stocks, two growth stocks that I think have got great potential to follow up on the three larger stocks that I spoke about this time last week, which I'm very happy to report have all done well. So the first slide is the VectorVest Composite of the UK, which is a composite indicator of all of the shares that we follow on the LSE and AIM, some 2,200 shares. It's an equally weighted index as opposed to the FTSE 100, which is a market cap weighted index. It's an equally weighted index of all 2,200 companies, a very broad measure of the London market. And that's what it's done over the last 18 months. You can see the run up, the crack in February, March, and then the slow build up since the end of March last year. The red and the green triangles are our longest measure of the trend. We have 5 measures of the trend of the market from short term for intraday stroke 2 to 3 day players, medium term, and this long term measure that we use for our position trading. And the market gave us a buy signal on the 24th of April last year. And apart from a couple of weeks where we had a bit of a wobble in November, the last buy signal occurred on the 11th of November. So all is good. All the measures of the trend on VectorVest UK are up. The short term, even for short-term spread bettors, is up. The long-term trend is up. And on the next slide, that's the American market. That's over the last year. And again, we can see the longest term measure of the trend on VectorVest is up. That last buy signal came in, I think, a day before the UK on the 10th of November. Now, on this particular chart, I've added 2 extra studies. The blue study below the price is our market timing indicator, which is a momentum indicator. And the green line study in the window at the bottom of the chart is, in fact, the proprietary VectorVest buy-sell ratio, which it measures the breadth of the advance. And as you can see, the price is moving up. But our momentum indicator, in fact, has failed to follow, and that's a divergence. And that divergence is starting to run on now for a couple of months. So the divergence is getting quite serious. The market is in a mega overbought situation occurring according to the buy-sell ratio. But nevertheless, the trends from short-term to long-term are still up, and I'm holding positions in the American market and in the UK market. I'm a little nervous in that if there was a signal to get out, that signal being preceded by this amount of divergence is normally quite a strong signal. So things are good, trends are strong, but I am watching carefully. I have 2 shares. I was on Core Finance this day last week, and I posted 3 shares, of which Sylvania Platinum in the last week has shut the lights out. Today I want to talk about a relatively small gaming stock, GYS.L. And this stock's involved in online gambling. They have 5 core areas. They, in fact, have a joint venture with Richard Branson in Virgin Games. The VectorVest algorithm says that the share is significantly undervalued, and that green line above the price, in fact, shows the VectorVest valuation. The blue line in the window below the price is earnings per share, which is growing strongly in this company, although it's only been listed a few months. So we have an undervalued stock that's, in fact, growing earnings strongly. That's doing its best to break above a new high, and technicians looking can probably see the cup and handle pattern. So I think that a breakout of the high of a few days ago, folks, and this share will go significantly higher. I like the look of the company. So that's something for you to look at. I would wait for a breakout. And the second share, maybe a little bit more speculative. It's a pharmaceutical company, and it's doing very novel work with bacteria, especially gut bacteria, to solve all sorts of diseases, of which COVID-19 is one of them. It's trading at about £1.25. It went right down, well, a couple of months ago, 6 months ago, to about 40 pence. For example, Neil Woodford, who pretty much everybody's heard of, bought this share at £10, and it's fallen over the last 5 or 6 years from £10 right down to that 40p. However, it's had a nice run up recently with earnings per share rising, and it's pulled back to the last old high. And in the next slide, which is a blow up of the last 6 months, we can see that the share has moved up and is now pulled back in what technicians would refer to as a bull flag. The news flow out of this company is excellent, and the technical pattern is looking very encouraging, and certainly a breakup out of that little bull flag, and this share should move and move considerably. Any questions? If you would like to kick the tires of VectorVest, just give me a shout, david.paul@vectorvest.com, and I can show you how to do that. Until the end of January, we have a special where you can kick the tires of VectorVest for a full 30 days for a massive 99 pence. And that includes VectorVest UK, USA, Europe, Canada, and Australia. Thank you very much.